Hi, Annie.
Hi.
So tell us about your fitness journey, where you started, and all the way up until when we met.
Okay. Well, growing up, I had always been an active child. I was involved in sports and I like to stay active. I was involved in swimming, competitive swimming, and I eventually moved on to bowling, competitive skydiving, even. So I've always loved competing in my life. I found it very fulfilling to be part of a team and to have that support system and also do the best that I possibly can when I am competing. So with my skydiving, what happened was I'd come to a point where I realized that being in the air and skydiving takes a lot of strength. People may not realize, but doing all these intricate moves in the air in the short amount of time that you have is very tiring on your body. So what happened was I ended up hiring a personal trainer, and this is when I was living in Florida. So I wanted to get stronger so I could compete at a level where I knew I could do really well. I'd gotten to the point after that where I'd almost completed 1,000 jumps. And I realized through that I really loved being in the gym and I loved weight training. And I loved being stronger, and feeling healthy in my life. After that, I not long after that, I moved to Las Vegas and I wanted to continue being in the gym. I wanted to continue working out and I wanted to continue competing. At that time, I didn't know anything about bodybuilding or being in fitness competitions, bikini, figure, whatever it may be. I had no idea that that even existed. So I come to Las Vegas and I hired a local trainer just to get fit again, just to be healthy. So along that journey, I met a lot of girls on the team who were competitors. And I decided to give it a shot. And it looked fun, it looked interesting, it looked like something I wanted to do. So I competed in my first show and I placed sixth, which was just missing a trophy. And I weighed approximately 113 pounds. Even though I didn't place, I realized that I loved it. It was very fulfilling for me. I really enjoyed it. After that, I wanted to move on. I wanted to really enhance myself and get better and see where I can go from there. And that's when I found Michael. And I read up on Michael and I saw pictures of his competitors and they looked absolutely amazing. So I called Michael and we sat down and that's when my journey started with him. And I've been with Michael now for almost 2 years. The first show I competed in with Michael as my trainer, I placed third, so I got my first trophy with Michael, and I also placed sixth in that same show in 2 different categories. After that, I think it was about a year later, I competed in my second show with Michael, and I received 2 first place finishes. So I was just ecstatic, overwhelmed, not only with my placings, but with how I looked and how I felt. And that to me was the most important thing. I was so happy with my physique that I wanted to continue on. And after that show, we went, I think it was 3 weeks later, we went to another show where I got another first place finish and a fourth place finish. So it has been an incredible journey with Michael. He has really, made so many improvements on my physique from when I started out to where I am now that I cannot believe the changes in not only, again, how I look, but how I feel. And it's just been absolutely amazing.
Wow, I didn't know all that. I didn't know that you had been on a skydiving team. That's amazing. A lot of our competitors come from a background of being cheerleaders or being on teams, swim teams, and that kind of stuff. And so the team mentality that we have is awesome. and I love that. When I met Annie, she had competed in another show. She was 114 pounds. She wanted to do better in competition. So what I decided to do, we decided to do, I asked her what she wanted. She said that she wanted to have more muscle, that she wanted to be fuller and bigger and stronger. So what I did was I gave her a lot more food, fed her much more than she was used to, and started just building a lot more muscle mass on her. Also needed to reshape some of her muscle, get her shoulders bigger, her quadriceps bigger, her butt bigger, and just reshape a couple areas that she had to make her a little bit more aesthetic for competition. So we spent, I don't remember how many months the first show, 6 months or something like that.
6 months.
Yeah, for the first show in November. She looked amazing. I was very happy. She placed third and a sixth place. And that's when we decided to actually spend more time and even get her bigger than that. Annie is in law enforcement, and she wants to have that muscle mass. She likes to have that mass. Well, I think a big mistake that a lot of competition trainers make is they try to bring in the girls so thin, and they just don't hold their muscle when they diet down for a competition. So being that Annie wanted to put on the muscle was wonderful for me, because I like to put muscle on ladies when they want that, and I was continued to add more muscle after her first competition, which is in November of 2015. And then in June of 2016, we put her back on stage, spent a lot of time putting on more muscle, and brought her in for the Nevada State. She's the current Nevada State NPC champion. She won her Class F. She's also the Masters 35 and over Nevada State champion as well, so she won 2 first places in that show. After that competition, 3 weeks later, we put her in another show, which was the Patriots Cup. She's also the 35 and over Masters champion, Patriots Cup champion as well. So I'm super proud of her. Just amazing job. So what next? What do you want to do now?
Well, now, so being in law enforcement, being a police officer, it's paramount that I stay fit, I stay strong. It's so important in my line of work to maintain my physique, maintain my physical fitness, and feel great knowing that I can get the job done. So staying strong for my job is paramount for me. And something else, another goal that I have, is to go and compete next year in the Masters Nationals to receive my pro card in bikini. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm very excited. I'm wanting to put on more muscle. So I love muscle. I want to get bigger. And once I receive my bikini pro card, maybe from there we can talk about going figure. Because I love putting on the mass, and Michael has done such an amazing job with me of accomplishing that task, and I couldn't be more grateful.
Yeah, that's awesome. Just so you guys know, bikini competitors in the National Physique Committee, they have a little bit of a smaller look. And at some point with Annie, because she's gotten a lot more muscle, we will probably have to switch her over to figure. A figure competitor is more muscular, usually weighs about anywhere from 15 to 25 pounds more than a bikini competitor at the same height. Some NPC competitions, the judges like more muscle, and some like them a little bit thinner. It paid off for us in both cases this last year, her having the muscle that she did. So, it's very important that whatever my competitor wants, that's what I give them. It's not about the competition as much as what they want to carry around. Annie's a law enforcement officer. She wants to carry around some muscle. She wants to carry around strength and size. And so that's what we've done. We've built a beautifully aesthetic physique that it looks amazing, and she's strong, healthy, fit, very functional, and it's just wonderful. And at the same time, when we lean her out for her competition, she has that full round muscle that is obviously proved to be a great thing because, again, we've got, 3 first places in our last 2 shows. So what we're going to do specifically for Annie is to add more muscle. Being that she's a law enforcement officer, she wants that size, she wants that strength. And also at the same time, that pays off in the bikini competitions because as we lean her out for show, she's nice and full and round, and it's obviously done great because we've won 3 first places in the last 2 shows that she did. And we're going to continue to train heavy, push her harder, and she's just got a great work ethic. I want to mention something else. Sometimes I get 100%ers, okay? And these are people that, like Annie, that they give me 100% effort. They will diet 100% the way that I ask them to diet. Annie's like that. She does an amazing job. I'm super proud of her for that reason, and it's paid off. She's followed her program. She's dieted perfectly. She does exactly what I tell her to do, and now she's won 3 first places, and that is an amazing thing. If you do 90% of the program, you get 50% results. And she's doing 100%, she's getting 100%, and it's paid off. And I just want you to know I'm super proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you.